212, y'all. 212. Let's see what my route look like today. Put my hazard lights on so I don't get fired.
That's for swapping.
Alright, 212, 212. 212. Don't look too bad. Same old, same old.
That's for swapping.
Let's get it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Randall D, Tech Geek RLD, back again with another video. Now, today's video, of course, my YouTube channel is a tech channel, but this video, it ain't necessarily tech, but when mostly people buy things nowadays is from Amazon. If you watch all the other YouTubers, when they do their unboxings and all that stuff, most of their products come from Amazon. So me being a tech person, I decided to get in on that Amazon delivery type service just to see what it's about. So this is my story. This is Amazon Flex from Nashville, Tennessee. First of all, let me tell you my story of how I started out driving for Amazon. It's kind of funny. So my absolute first Amazon block was a 4-hour block, and I was brand new. This is my first block. I was nervous, paranoid, schizophrenic. I was everything. I was like, what if I get out here, I don't get this box delivered? Am I gonna get fired? Are they gonna call the police? You never know. So I kind of just threw myself out there, tried it out. When I got to the docks to scan the packages, they had this crate of like envelope packages just in the crate. Then they had all the boxes. So of course you gotta use your phone and you gotta scan all the boxes. So I scanned all of them. Then I seen this crate of envelopes. I'm like, is this part of my block too? This is a lot of packages. So me, I wasn't thinking to scan each envelope package. So what did I do? I took that whole crate and just sat in the front seat of my car and then drove off. So not knowing that, you're supposed to scan those envelopes, I didn't scan them. I just drove off. So I got all these packages in the back seat of my car, the trunk, and I got this box, this crate of envelope packages. So about 2 hours into my route, I get a phone call from apparently was the Amazon Flex manager, somebody on site, the manager on site. He's calling me. He's like, we're showing that we're missing like 30 packages. Apparently, they're still showing as in the warehouse. Can you check and see if we have these? So I'm looking around in my car, and it turns out the 20 odd number of packages he was talking about was all those envelopes in that white crate that I kind of just sat in my car and drove off, not knowing I was supposed to scan each one of those envelopes. So to this day, I still have that same white crate. And me being a professional now, I still use that crate for envelopes, but kind of just my story of how I obtained said crate on my first day driving for Amazon. But anyways, so that's my story, Amazon Flex. After that, at that time I was doing it as supplementary income because I had a primary job. But once I seen the increase in income from Amazon, and my current job situation I had wasn't going as planned financially for me. So now I just do Amazon. And I also do other jobs too to kind of add to the income. And I'm also applying for other jobs and seeing what other opportunities are out here. That's the best thing about Amazon is the fact that the income is so good that you can be doing that and still have enough income to provide and still have enough income to try other opportunities. And those other opportunities all work around this Amazon Flex schedule, because you can kind of work when you want to, kind of like Uber Eats, Lyft, all those services, you work when you want to. Amazon Flex is the same way. So as long as you just apply for the job and get the job and go through the background check and all that stuff, you're able to just do this job when you feel like it. So if you need extra income, money for the holidays, money for a trip coming up, money for anything, a birthday party, whatever, Amazon will just be on the back burner as an extra job you can do whenever you want to. So, but anyways, I got my phone here. I'm kind of gonna go over some of like just some tips and tricks to the job, and just some of the questions people have been asking me because I've been doing it for a while. So of course on Facebook and on message boards, things like that, I'm seeing kind of the same questions brought up all the time. So I kind of want to address some of them in this video here. So I guess the first thing we'll touch on is when you're at the delivery station loading your car, do not rush yourself. Do not be in a rush or a hurry to load your car and then get out of there. Of course, I mean, we all know the sooner you get done, the more money you make per hour. But when you rush the process, there's a chance that you'll have packages in your car that don't even belong to your route. This is because the people that work inside the facility, maybe somebody was tired or being lazy or wasn't reading correctly. But if the people in the facility do not sort those packages correctly, it's on you as the driver to make sure those packages are sorted correctly before you put them in your vehicle, at least before you leave the facility. The last thing you want to do is have a package in your car that goes for my area, which is Middle Tennessee. So let's say your route is said to be in Hermitage, but the people in the facility didn't sort correctly, and there's a package in your car that goes to Smyrna. So you'll be driving, delivering packages. Next thing you know, it's going to say next delivery 25 miles away. And you're going to be like, that's not even in the same zip code. That's because before you left the facility, you didn't check to make sure all your packages match the paperwork and all the route stickers added up. I'm gonna get into that later. So when you're at the delivery station, take your time. Don't go too slow, because obviously other cars tend to get their packages too. But make sure you're accurate and speedy enough to check the TI numbers on the boxes in the morning, match it up to your paper. The most of the night blocks are same day routes, so they're gonna have these route stickers. Make sure those route stickers are the same number on every box. Now, if you have a route sticker that's 23 on all your boxes, and then all of a sudden you come across a package, you're scanning it, and it's route 32, you can kindly just hand that package back to the Amazon associate and be like, hey, this was a missort, it does not go with my route. They will kindly take it away. So make sure you're checking your route stickers, and make sure you're checking those TI numbers every single block. Me, what I do, that I've been doing it for so long, what I do is in the morning, when I have like 40 some packages, what I do is I go ahead and scan all the packages. Well, first I'll get my paper, my route paper. I'll fold it up nice and neat to where it shows the TI numbers, and then put it in my pocket. I'll go ahead and scan all the packages. When I'm done scanning, if you pull up the itinerary list, you can scroll through the whole list, and it'll show the TI number for each package in that list. So get your paper out, get your phone out, and just be scrolling, looking at your paper, making sure each TI number matches what's on that paper. Now, if you have a package that has a bad TI or a TI number that's not on your paper, that's the point where you will go through your car, find said package, hand it back to the associate, tell them it's a missort, and then you just kind of swipe finish and then head on out the gate and start your delivery, start your route. Like I said, if you don't take the time to do that though, you will be probably adding hella more miles on your car, or wasting time and driving back to the facility to return that package because you didn't feel like delivering it because it wasn't supposed to be in your route in the first place. So that's the first tip I want to throw out there. Take your time at the delivery station, because these Amazon associates, they be in a rush trying to make commits and stuff, and as humans, stuff don't get sorted out correctly. So take your time. Is it okay to bring passengers in your car with you? Yes, you are able to bring passengers. You can bring your kids, you can bring your wife, husband, whoever, auntie, sister, whatever. You can bring whoever you want with you, under one exception. Now, the rule is for you to have at least a 4-door vehicle, even though you could take a coupe like a Mitsubishi Eclipse or a Ford Mustang, a Lamborghini. You can take whatever car you want up there, assuming you're able to fit all the packages. If it gets to the point where you have to turn away a package because one, you drove a coupe, or two, because you have a passenger in your car, Amazon is liable to give you a ticket. After a certain number of tickets, you get deactivated. So to stay from that happening, just go solo. Just go solo dolo out here. The blocks usually don't take about 2 hours anyway. That's not that much time. and it's not as dangerous out here as people make it sound. So I personally say just go solo. Now in these night blocks, if you're a woman, things is a little different. Now if you're a woman out here on a night block and you out here looking like a snack, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. You know, be careful out there. You know, because you're gonna be driving on these back streets. You're gonna be driving in the woods. It's gonna be at night. It's gonna be pitch black. There's gonna be wolves, bears, tigers. It goes down in night blocks. Deer rushing down the street. All I'm saying is be careful out there. Ladies, be careful. But if you do take your husband or spouse or whoever with you, just make sure you still have enough space in your car to fit the packages. So it's, you know, it kind of goes both ways there. Now, if you have an SUV, Ford Escape, Ford Explorer, Lincoln Navigator, Tahoe, if you got one of these large cars, you could probably bring everybody because you got plenty of space to fit every package anyway with that size of a vehicle. So speaking on people with the 4-door cars, you know, you can take passengers, but make sure you're able to get all the packages. You know, that's pretty much the rundown on that. Let's talk about dogs. Now, this is my personal, this is what I would do. You don't have to do this. This is what I do. If I come across a dog, if I'm pulling up in somebody's driveway and there's a dog in the yard, first thing that comes to my mind is this dog gonna put some respect on my name. So what I do is I scan the package, mark it as delivered. I take that package, I toss it straight out the window. Dogs still be barking. I toss that package out that window so far. Now I do be lenient. I do at least try to drive as close to the garage door or the front. I try to drive as close as I can and toss the package close to the door as possible. But if there's a dog on the premises, my safety is gonna come first. And if I hop out the car and a dog is coming at me, I've learned you're supposed to use the package as an item for the dog to bite on so it doesn't bite you. Your safety comes first, ladies and gentlemen. Amazon does not care if you get out here and get bit over their packages. They do not care. Do not get bit by no dog. I've been doing this for about 1.5 years now. I've never got bit. I've never got chased by no dog. I never will because my safety comes first. I pull up, I toss that package out the window, mark it delivered, I'm gone. Now, what if the package is in the trunk? Okay. Dogs are territorial animals. You know, if you go out to the street, this happened before. If you go out to the street, the dog most of the time will just stare at you in their yard while you're at the street. Okay. Go in the trunk, scan the package, boop, boop, mark it delivered, place it in the front seat, drive back into the yard, dog starts barking, woof, 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 take that package, throw it out the window, on to the next one. That's how you gotta do. You gotta let hey, your safety comes first. Let them know they gotta put some respect on your name. Your safety comes first out here, ladies and gentlemen. So that's my thing with dogs. And no, I'm not gonna call the customer and say, hey, your dog's in the yard. I'm not gonna blow my horn. I'm not gonna call support. No, either I'm gonna toss that package out the window and go on to the next one, or if it's too big, I can't toss it or something, it's going back to Amazon. So that's me. That's what I do. Next question I get a lot. When do blocks drop? Now, I can't specifically say when they drop. I can't give you a time frame of when they drop. Now, mind you, this kind of job is like The Walking Dead. You know, the more people you get in your circle, the more people you got to feed, kind of like situation. The more people that know what time these blocks drop, the harder it'll be for me to get a block. So all I can say is, you know, just keep tapping. Tap that refresh button, keep tapping, tap, tap, tap. You'll see the block, you're good to go. Tap, tap, tap. That's all. That's much I can say as far as when do blocks drop. What's next? Does driving for Amazon cause damage to your vehicle? Let me see how I can put this. Driving for Amazon will not, personally for me, will not damage your vehicle. I've been driving for 1.5 years now. There is absolutely no damage to my vehicle. Of course, the obvious of oil changes, tires. That's it though. I ain't been in no car accident. Hopefully I never will be. No car accident, no damage to my car. I mean, it's all about how you drive. You know, I feel like people's cars getting damaged on these jobs is more the driver's fault, not necessarily Amazon or Uber. It's about the driver. Now, if you're pulling into somebody's driveway and they got a dip from the street to their curb or whatever, take your time, drive slowly into that driveway. Don't just go full speed, you know. Make sure you're using your blinkers. Make sure you're checking your side view mirrors, your rear view, check your mirrors. Like, it's not going to damage your car. Put it that way. As a matter of fact, the way it kind of works, when you pick up your block, when you pick up your packages, for me, it seemed like the routes are designed so that as soon as you get your package, the first thing you're going to do is get straight on the interstate. After that, after the interstate, you're going to get to your designated neighborhood. Once you're in the neighborhood, you're basically safe. You're literally going door to door, just slanging packages and on to the next. So, does Amazon damage your vehicle? I'm gonna say no on that one. That's me though. I got 2014 Ford Focus. My car has no issues. So, and it's gonna stay that way. What's next? And then there's the stuff about like the tax, the money and all that kind of stuff. So, one of the tips I can say is at the end of the year, when it comes time to do tax, when it comes to tax time, make sure during the year that you're delivering for Amazon, make sure you're adding your mileage up for your blocks. So personally, what I do is when I leave Amazon, the facility for the Focus is called trips. So in the trip section for mileage, I will reset it to 0. So as I'm doing a block, the car is adding the miles as I go. And once I reach that last house, the last delivery, and I'm done, I'll park, take my time. I'll pull up my notes section in my phone, write down the block, how long the block was. If it was a 3-hour block, 4-hour block, 5-hour block, I'll put down how long the block was. We'll touch on that later. I'll also note down the mileage. Now at the end of the year, at tax time, when tax comes around, you're gonna want to add up all the miles you did just for Amazon alone, not for your personal driving, but just Amazon. Add up all your miles so you can get a bigger write-off at tax time, so you don't get penalized and have to pay that much in tax money. Because obviously this income is not taxed, but to kind of lessen the pain of that, write down all your miles so you can write that off at tax time. And I was also touching on the fact that I write down how long my blocks are. So if I have a 3-hour block or 3.5-hour block or 4-hour block, when I'm done, I write down that block in my note. So the thing about that is with Amazon Flex, at least in my area, the maximum number of hours you can do is 40 hours of block time in a 7-day period. The 7-day period, I guess you can call it like a pay week type thing, like a regular job. It starts Sunday morning and ends Saturday night. So in that time frame, you have up to 40 hours of blocks you can do. Once you hit like 39 hours on Saturday, you will not be able to drive Saturday because you're already at 39 hours and it starts over to 40 on Sunday. So make sure if you're trying to do Amazon full time or you're trying to get them blocks, just make sure you're managing your hours correctly. You have to take a day off and things like that. You can't just be getting blocks all week, going balls to the wall. They still want you to have off times, and there's still, I guess there's policies in place. So Amazon's not out here paying overtime pay and all that kind of stuff because we're not employed by Amazon, but we're kind of crossing that border of it looking like we're employed by Amazon when we're not. We're independent contractors. So you can only do 40 hours a week. So make sure you're adding up your blocks so you don't go over 40, and you'll be good to go. So when you're out driving, make sure you check your map section and make sure you reroute accordingly to what's best for you. If you drive by Amazon's route, how it's planned, sometimes their routes be so bad you'll be wasting miles and time delivering from here to here to here when you could have went here, 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 here. Sometimes, like I said, they'll go here, all the way over here, back to over here, over here. But if you just route it yourself, you can do this package, then go to this one, then go to that one, then go to that one, to that one, to that one. You can do your own route, but to do that, you have to go into the itinerary list, click on map, and you'll see all the little pins marked on the globe or on the map. And you just click which one you want to deliver to. Obviously deliver to the one that's closest to you so you can get done as soon as possible, so there's less miles in your car, so you can get back to living your life. It's pretty much the same process across all the states. I just happen to be in Nashville, Tennessee. They're also about to open a new facility, which is only 5 minutes from me, so there's no problem if I have to return packages, so. But anyways, they're opening a new facility in my area, which is DNA1. And the current location, BNA5, is about to close down. So they're not closing it down, but it's going to become a sort center. The Amazon employees will continue to sort in that facility. But if you're a flex driver and you want to pick up logistic packages, you'll have to go to the DNA location off of Brick Church Pike. I do have some B-roll footage of that location, of what the building looks like, how to get there, things like that. Again, if you have questions or comments, just feel free to leave them below. I think this new facility, they claim it'll be like a drive-in type facility, similar to some of the facilities in the other states. The states that's paying $150 to their drivers. Come on, Nashville, Amazon. Come on, help us out now. You got drivers out here 54 at night still. What are y'all doing? In other states, they paying flex drivers $100 to $200 for these blocks. But anyways, I digress. So this new facility is opening up pretty soon, and it's actually a stab in the back for the drivers who drive from Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Antioch. If you drive out in that direction, and now the facility is further from where you live at, which is more miles, plus they claim they're going to add Clarksville to the packages. It's going to be some interesting time for Amazon Flex drivers in Nashville. Not to mention they're onboarding drivers right now. At least Nashville's on the list. But that's the problem. These new drivers are going to pick up these standard pay rates, and it's going to be a battle of us trying to get the pay increases, because these new drivers don't know the system. But I hope the new drivers see this video, and I hope I'm getting y'all up to speed on game. Get them increased blocks. Don't be getting them $54 blocks at night. Let them blocks sit. You don't want to be out here on these back streets at night in the cold, driving to the woods with bears and lions and tigers and people out there, with a shotgun, and you out there for just $54. No, they can't get me like that. Amazon, y'all gonna put some respect on my name. I'm not biting. So get them pay increases, ladies and gentlemen, and be safe out there. So it's your boy Randall D. If you got questions, comments, leave them below. I'll definitely be down there answering questions to the best of my abilities. I'm not going to answer questions about drop times. I can't do it. But anyways, leave your questions, comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon. You know my slogan. They're going to learn today.